It is Bob Plays MM back with another Madden Mobile video, and today we'll be getting my second 94 select pack. I did one like 3 weeks ago, and then recently I uploaded the video on how to get these players for super duper cheap pretty quickly. So if you guys haven't seen that video, I would suggest it. And I actually got all these players I got enough gold badges to get this in like, what would I would say like probably 3-4 days, and I got 25 badges, which is actually 2.5 92 overalls. So I would highly suggest doing this if you don't have the 85s to do the playoff sets. It doesn't really matter. You can just get free 92s, or you can probably get a 94 pretty quickly as well. So I would suggest just doing that. So hopefully I have enough. I actually don't. I need to do this one more time. Luckily I have the stamina for it. I have been using a lot of my competitive tokens on this just because I think that it's worth it, in my opinion. It's worth it to get these. So yeah, if you have a ton of competitive tokens, this is probably going to get nerfed very soon just because of how good it is and how it kind of just makes every other promo irrelevant. But yeah, so we're going to have enough to do it. And here it is. Let's see. I've opened 45 of these boom or bust packs, and I've gotten one boom, and I've got 190 overall pull. I've opened 47 of these. So yeah, I got one boom the whole time. I got a 92 Tony Gonzalez, which is kind of trash. He's like 400k, so I just sold him up, which it's not terrible. My brother pulled a 93 Mark Andrews and a 90, another 90 team of the week. I don't know his name, but I already know who I'm taking. I'll show you guys off all the stats. Oh, I didn't mean to open it, but this is actually the first time I'm opening it to every single one of them. Last time I opened it, I'm not even sure if all the linemen were out. So now I can look at every single stat. 90. So we got 94 Reggie White. He has really good hit power, tackle, block shed. So he's a pretty good at D end, and I do need a D end. So he's possible next time. I already know who I'm going for. I already have this Vinatieri, but he has really good kick power and kick accuracy. We got Steve Largent, who I'm pretty sure isn't very great. 93 catch, 89 speed at 94. That's pretty trash. Then we got John Elway, who I heard is the second best quarterback. He has 93 throw power. His stats are really not that good. He has like decent speed, but he has really below average throwing stats for his speed, I guess. Jonathan Ogden is pretty decent. I don't really know how to look at these stats. This is who I'm going with. I'm going with Anthony Munoz because I need another player in my scheme so that I can put Tyreek Hill in. So then we got Larry Allen, my favorite lineman of all time. Only 71 speed. If you guys haven't seen the clip, he literally chased down a linebacker or something. So I think we could bump that up a little bit. But I've heard he is very good. Ed Reed, I've heard is also pretty good. He has 93 zone, which is pretty good, 90 speed. Ray Guy, who I'm probably going 92, and I'll probably have him by either tomorrow or the next day. Deacon Jones, about the same as Reggie White from what I've heard. I think Reggie White has a slight advantage. Ronnie Lott, very good card. I've heard this was possibly even the best NFL 100 player in the game, but yeah, he's decent zone and pretty good hit power as well. Then we got Emmitt Smith, the vertical running or halfback, and he kind of sucks. He has 89 speed, which isn't great. 91 elusiveness, yeah, and 90 truck, I guess, but he's just not that good. I have John Brown. We got Randy Moss. Sorry if you guys can hear all this stuff in the background. We got Randy Moss. Let me make sure I'm recording still. Yeah, Randy Moss in 92 speed. In my opinion, the 94 vertical one is better. I'm pretty sure it has more speed and stuff. Willie Brown, pretty decent as well. 95 man, 94 zone. That's insane. That's actually really, really good. Might have to consider buying him. Devin Hester, already have him. He's nuts. Oh, don't want to select him. Jim Brown, really good. Also, if you guys are doing this strictly for coins, Devin Hester is the way to go. He's worth like 1.5 to 1.8. Then we got Tony Gonzalez. I pulled the 92 of him. I'm not going to really go over all these guys because it's crazy. 89 speed, 93 catch. He's also not that great. Alan Page, decent block shedding, finesse move. He's more of he has high finesse move. Interesting. Willie Lanier has really good like run stopping stats from what I've heard. And I heard Bobby Bell is actually one of the better linebackers. I don't know if we skipped over him. Eric Dickerson's probably the second best card in the halfback in the game. And yeah, he's kind of nuts. He is pretty good. I think Jim Brown's still better than him. Larry Fitz, and I've heard a lot of people went with Larry Fitz. I'm not sure why. I guess he does have pretty good catching stats, but in my opinion, they're better wide receivers. Joe Montana is probably the best quarterback with 78 speed and like average throwing stats, but I think that even getting 94 Michael Vick is probably pretty good. And then we're down to the last ones. I bought this 94 Rod Woodson for like 1.8 mil or something. So I would highly suggest him if you guys can afford him. His stats are nuts. 94 man, 94 zone, 93 speed, so he's not going to get burnt. 94 excel. Mean Joe Green has pretty good stats as well. Barry Sanders, 93 speed. I actually thought he might have had lower speed, but he overall is just a solid card. He's definitely a lot better than Emmitt Smith. Deion Jones has a crazy card. The only issue is he's getting a Master Series card in like in probably a few weeks, maybe a month and a half. So not worth it for me. And then Dwight, I don't know how to look at the stats for centers. I don't really care. Lawrence Taylor, 94. He's a power rusher. He has 94 block shed. That's all you really need, I guess. He has 56 man though. That's really, really bad. Peyton Manning, I heard he's just decent. He actually has better throwing stats than most of the quarterbacks. It's just, I don't know. He's not very fast. He only has 63 speed. Then Bobby Bell, I've heard is a very good 80 man, 86 speed, or 86 zone, 94 speed. And finally, Bruce Matthews. I don't really know how to judge that. But like I said, I'm going with Anthony Munoz. This card is going to be sweet. We'll accept that. And we'll head back. Let's check him out on my team. Post up. I'll show you guys how much the card that he's replacing is going to be. We're just going to actually do best lineup, and that will sort everything out. My power still drops a ton just because Anthony Munoz is not trained up yet. But, yeah. Let's check out my... Oh, wait. Did that take out? No, it didn't. Okay. I didn't know who my tackle was on the other side. So we're just going to chuck him up. Actually, from what I've heard also, Russell and Kong doesn't have very good stats. So luckily we're getting rid of him. But I can now put both these players up. I'll show you guys how many coins I have, or how many coins they're going to go for. And then we can end off the video. So we're going to put this guy up for 800K and then 855K. For diamonds, there isn't a price floor, so it doesn't really matter who I put him up for. I get 50,000 trading there. And Kelvin Johnson's going to be a lot like that too. I'll put him up for $1 million because he's so good. And he's kind of hard to find, 1.25. So 40K there. So we're at 100K trading points. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe because I'm uploading daily Madden Mobile videos. Sorry it is so late. It's already 9:50. This video is going to get up at like 10:30. But I literally had nothing to record a video about until now. So, yeah. But any suggestions, please drop those in the comments below. I'll make sure to do a video on that. Any questions, I can help you guys out with that. Thank you and goodbye.